Welcome in along with Sam Monson. I'm Steve Palazzolo. This is your Week 11 game preview for the Tampa Bay Bucks and the New York Giants, all powered by PFF Elite. Let's start with the quarterback, Sam. Tampa Bay Bucks have Ryan Fitzpatrick, but where has the magic gone after starting the season with ridiculous game grades of 96.1 and 96.3, even an 87.3 in Week 8? He's been back into the 60s, not really producing at the same level that he was earlier in the season. And then last week against Washington, he was causing some of their problems. They had 500 yards of offense, incredible, but only 3 points. Fitzpatrick has had his usual ups and downs, so he's come back down to earth just a little bit over these last few weeks.
But if there is magic still there, it tends to come in the second half. His passer rating is nearly 30 points higher in the second half. His big-time throw percentage jumps all the way up to 10.2%. That is a monster number. And his touchdown to interception ratio goes from 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in the first halves of games to 9 touchdowns and just 2 picks in the second half. So if he finds himself with some work to do in the second half against the Giants, there could still be some magic.
And the encouraging thing for the Bucs offense, the weapons are still there. We already know about Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson on the outside, but then tight end O.J. Howard has become one of the best tight ends in the game in just his second year in the NFL. He's currently number 1 in PFF grade at 86.9. In 24 of his 29 catches have gone for first downs. That's the best rate in the entire NFL. The Bucs are loaded with playmakers.
And O.J. Howard against linebacker Alec Ogletree for the Giants in particular is a huge mismatch. Ogletree has a PFF coverage grade right now of 37. You could run a pretty good NFL offense by doing nothing other than just targeting Alec Ogletree, and the 49ers basically did that this past week. He gave up 8 catches on 8 targets for over 100 yards and a touchdown against George Kittle and those 49ers.
And on the other side, the big question is, how will Giants quarterback Eli Manning perform under pressure? His PFF grade when pressured this year is only 36.9 on our 0 to 100 system. That's just 31st in the NFL, and he's among the 10th worst at allowing that pressure to become sacks. So when Eli Manning has been under heat, he's making bad throws, and a lot of the plays are resulting in sacks. Those negative plays, the Giants have to avoid them against the Bucs.
Yeah, there are teams out there with worse offensive lines than the Giants, but the key is when that Giants offensive line is beat, it's how fast it tends to happen. 15 times this season, Manning's been taken down in 2.5 seconds or less. No other quarterback has hit the ground more than 9 times that fast.
If Manning's going to have any success, it's all about OBJ. Obviously, his go-to receiver in pretty much every conceivable situation. He leads the Giants, whether it's targets, third down, red zone, deep targets. He has more than 2 times the deep targets of anyone else on the team. When he does get the ball in his hands, he's forced more missed tackles than any receiver in the NFL with 19. OBJ is going to be the key against that Bucs back seven.
And that deep threat in particular, I think, is key because that Bucs D has been gashed through the air deep down the field. They've given up 7 touchdowns and have yet to intercept a single one of the deep passes that's been thrown against them.
So there you have it. It's your Week 11 preview for the Bucs and Giants, all powered by PFF Elite.